up every day and think about my future. Like where I'ma be in the next 5 years. Got a mind filled with ideas. They gon' hate from the jump. That's just how it is. So fuck what they think about you.
Yeah, it still happened last time. Rewind it.
Modern Nostalgia presents Word to the Wise podcast.
Episode 5.
Episode 5. Podcast about everything.
You say that every time, but mainly about music, sports, a little bit of pop culture. Try to get y'all some random shit, you know.
Yeah, I like doing the random shit, you know. Lately,
I like having some structure, but I don't like for it to be too structured, you feel me?
Nah, then it start to seem like niggas is reading off a damn teleprompter and then, shit.
I like the genuine feeling, you know what I'm saying?
Yup. Alright, though.
What up, man?
What's happening today, man?
Not shit, really, to be real.
Nah,
Not too much going on.
Shit.
I know you. Get this nigga here. Trying to be cool on camera. When keeping it cool goes wrong. But yeah, it be like that. I'm sure you heard that Cole, you know what I'm saying? Might as well start off with your boy.
Yeah, what's it called? Album of the Year.
Freestyle, yeah.
As I said earlier, as a huge Cole fan.
Yeah, get into it.
Not impressed. On a scale.
Yeah, you already know. Yeah,
From 1 to 10.
1 being garbage and 10 being like this ain't the best shit I ever heard.
Yeah.
I gave it a 7.
You that shit a 6.5.
Yeah.
Not just because it's Cole.
You rolling
off
up.
of the strength though.
Yeah, but you rolling up, so I'm gonna get my little point off.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is what I said. Reason I get that shit a 7. We both said it. I'm sure you agree. We hold Cole to such a high standard. Cole, my favorite rapper. You know, and not just because he's from around the way, you know what I'm saying? In case y'all didn't know, we from North Carolina, you feel me? Cole from Fayetteville. Y'all that like Cole know that. With all that being said, Cole my favorite, so it's like, oh, he done dropped this little freestyle, and he killed the shit. As far as I'm concerned, he killed it, but it's just...
Yeah, it wasn't trash.
You can kill some shit, and it still could have been better. That's what people don't get. They be like, well, how y'all gonna say he killed it, but you give it a 7? This nigga give it a 6.5, because it could have been better. So, to make a long story short, and not to drag my point out too long, I personally felt like it could have been better. And again, this ain't no diss. It's just because I hold the nigga in such a high regard.
Yeah.
I know that he's so much better than most of these niggas that's
so
out.
much better.
It's like, I heard this shit, and I'm like,
it wasn't trash like we said.
He said some shit out there, but I'm like, man. Like, it's more so his wordplay than him saying any crazy shit. It's more so the way he rode the beat and more so the way he pieced up words together. That's what made it so hot. Like, he didn't say so much super crazy shit, though.
Being that he's Cole, if you're going to drop something as a surprise randomly, make sure that shit fire. And not saying that shit not... Well, I am saying that shit not fire.
You kind of...
Mine's not hot. But a lot of people were fucking with it on Facebook and all that.
Yeah.
So
I fuck with it, too. It's just... Put it like this. I can't think of the name of them other shits.
I've seen niggas murk that beat,
but
he did.
Yeah, for sure. But that song, them shits he came out with, somebody should have told me it'd be like this. I can't remember the name of that shit. Where he diss, quote unquote, diss Wale.
False Prophet.
There you go. Yeah, I guess if
I fucked with that.
I would have did the whole hook.
I fucked with that.
That to me,
but it had a lot of content to it too. One no content on this shit he put out. Like subject matter.
Or wasn't it? Because he said the part about we could break the shit down.
He had some subject matter in there.
Because I'm saying the part
he didn't stay too long. I say
that.
The
pill shit versus how it was with people that was on crack. You know, these people mostly get looked at as victims, which everybody's talking about that shit nowadays. But that was some content. Like I said, he had some. Like I said, it was more so the wordplay and him piecing the words together. He didn't really say no super crazy shit that I like to hear from Cole. You know, would I listen to it again? Sure. And maybe there's some shit I missed.
That's my second time here.
I think you said the hottest line was the thing about the plug shit or whatever.
Oh, that plug talk.
Yeah.
AD, CD, AD, whatever, adapters. That was a fire bar.
Yeah.
But Cole didn't come with Cole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to know from the man himself, what would he give himself on a scale of 1 to 10? If he keeping it real, because he know he got better bars than that. And that's the thing. Anybody who really listen to Cole would know what we saying ain't no crazy shit. Now they could disagree that it's 7 or 6.5. They might give it an 8, 9. That's fine. But I'm saying you can't tell me you ain't heard better from the nigga. If you tell me that, then I'm gonna say that you ain't listening to Cole like that. If you tell that shit to me, I'm gonna say that you ain't really heavy on the Cole like that. You feel me? But again, it's just my 2 cents. What the fuck do I know?
Shit with Cole, like it was just bars, you know, he had no subject. That shit, don't get me naming songs, man. I ain't about to do that.
But Cole definitely got tracks where it's just bars he did better than like Dead Presidents 2. He murdered that shit.
Exactly. And that's taking it way back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, 8-10 years ago, probably? Probably a good
Was
10.
it? Yeah.
That'd be at least 10.
Yeah.
That was warm up.
Damn. Time flies, man.
Boys getting old. Boys getting old. Not really. Not even 30 yet, but.
And this is well, it ain't random. I heard you mention as far as it's off subject, but I'm gonna jump back to the
Look
culture.
at this dude.
Mhm.
I don't know what you about to
But people been talking about this shit a lot lately, man. As far as drug addicts, they saying and this shit is it's a disease. Like it's not a choice.
What, addiction?
Mhm.
Not being funny. You've never heard that before?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a dick about it.
No, recently, no. But
I'm saying you've never heard that like throughout the years.
No.
I don't, man. Look, y'all can. If
Who the fuck came
if
up
y'all
with
watching
that,
this
man?
shit, yeah, we can have a debate about it. I'm like, I don't even want to say 50-50. Yeah.
Not at all.
I don't know if it's really a disease, man. Because to me, it's a choice. You know? Like, and we ain't just talking drugs. Let's say you're addicted to porn. You're addicted to sex. You're addicted to weed, crack. You're addicted to women, men, whatever you're addicted to. It's a choice. Nobody's forcing you to be addicted to that. It's up to you to work through that shit.
Exactly.
And break that addiction. So,
Exactly.
not being funny, but what was you like trying to get at when you say that?
People are trying to say that addiction is a disease. Like drug addiction is a disease.
That shit been the word for a minute.
Bruh.
I don't know if I really
Like
I said,
a
I know where
disease-
it's coming from, but I don't know if I
A
agree.
disease is fucking AIDS.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
cancer,
That's a disease.
herpes, yeah.
That's a disease. Sure, you made a choice to fuck with the person, but
Of course,
not
yeah.
knowingly that not knowing.
Motherfuckers crazy now.
But-
crazy shit.
So that's a choice that you choose. You call. Who go out there and intentionally catch AIDS?
Some
So-
motherfucker crazy now, but I feel what you're saying.
So I definitely disagree with the fact that people are saying.
Like
that
I said,
this
I
is
ain't even
100%
50-50.
disagree.
I'm like 70-30. Like 70% I don't believe it's a disease. Maybe even 80. But again, I'm real nigga, you know, open-minded. I can see from their perspective, from their side of the
Yeah,
coin,
I
but
tried.
You just can't see it, huh?
I really did. Like I don't see like.
I guess that's the question to pose.
You weren't born
What
with
makes
it.
What makes it a disease and something that you? I'm really trying to think about, and don't get it fucked up. I'm the type of nigga that believe yes, AIDS is curable, fucking HIV, cancer, all that shit. Cures for all that shit. Believe what you want. Go do your own fucking research. I ain't here to be your teacher today. Just saying. So with that being said, if that's a disease, all them diseases can be cured, and then people go get help for opioid addiction and crack addiction and heroin addiction and shit. What makes it a disease? It's a choice.
Right.
You're just addicted to the choice. That's what it is. That's what it is. The
Addicted
addiction
to the choice.
Yeah. But you're addicted to the choice. You're addicted to, all right, today I'm going to smoke crack. Today I'm going to shoot up heroin. Today I'm going to smoke weed. Today I'm going to drink alcohol. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you if you going to do that shit. Eating meat.
It sounds like
eating
you're
dairy, all that
weak-minded.
shit. Yeah, that's what it is. Man.
And that's very
I broke
disrespectful
all
to
that
say to somebody,
shit.
but
I don't give a fuck.
it sounds like
I've
you're
been
very
addicted to
weak
all that
minded.
shit.
And
Not, hold on. Not crack and heroin and pills. I've been addicted to weed,
Addicted to shit.
meat, goddamn alcohol, all that shit. I broke all of
Candy,
that shit. Yeah.
all that shit.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Definitely gum back in the day. Like, I would not walk
Every
around
now
without
and
a
then,
piece
I
of gum.
still.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
Go
that's the
a
thing.
little
But think
sugar
what you
rush.
said. Every now and then.
And it's
I don't
all.
have to do it
It's
every
all.
day.
It's all a choice. I don't feel like me
It's
being
crazy to say that,
addicted
but
to
go
candy
ahead,
is a
yeah.
disease. Like, fuck out of here.
It's just like right now, I don't really eat candy at all. I told you that little girl came over earlier, sold a nigga a bag of candy for $1. No, yesterday. All right, cool. Gave her $1. She gave a little bag of candy. I gave most of that shit to Trey. That's my brother. Gave him that. I took 2 packs of Nerds and got them on my dresser. I ain't even ate them shits today. I might not even eat them. I might give them to you and Trey. My point being, sometimes that little sugar demon, you know what I'm saying, be on my back, and I'd be like, all right, let me get some candy. But outside of that, I don't really fuck with sweets like that.
They
dog.
say sugar is more addicting than cocaine itself.
Mm-hmm. They call it the cousin of cocaine. Yeah, they say sugar is the most addictive substance on the planet, but it's not that hard to believe.
Nah, it's not,
It's
'cause
the
we're
most
fed that
widely
shit.
used.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Again, we here to be y'all teachers, but you know we'll give y'all a little bit of
We got a
knowledge
little
with the
few
conversation.
pointers,
You know what I'm saying? A couple of gems. It's up to you if you pick them bitches up or not.
You
You know what I'm saying? I laid them down there for you. It's up to you if you pick them up or not.
But you know, it's definitely believable.
Yeah.
They put sugar in everything out here.
Yeah, bro.
Not to get on a conspiracy
Yeah.
level.
That ain't even
We can
conspiracy
go
though.
there.
That's facts though. You
But
can
it's
go look that
facts.
shit up.
Yeah.
It's a few things, you know, for the technical motherfuckers, it's a few things that don't got sugar in it.
Of course.
Some salty.
If
Salt
it
don't got sugar probably.
Got corn
Okay.
syrup in it. Whatever.
Exactly.
Gluten,
Man.
something in the
Nah,
shit.
that
Like,
corn syrup shit is crazy.
it's something in everything.
We went grocery shopping the other day, and it's funny because I see more people doing this now. we're gonna stay on this shit forever. But whatever. I be picking like, you know, I pick the shit up, I read this, wherever it's at. Source, spring water, blah blah blah. Whatever. Alright, that's cool. I be seeing people doing that shit more now where they pick up the back of something and read the ingredients. You know, it's nice to see people doing that.
Yeah.
But when I be picking up a lot of shit, bruh, everything got, like you said, not sugar,
The
corn
main
syrup.
ingredients.
Mostly it's high fructose. Like, they put that
shit is in everything.
I'm like, yo.
Everything.
What's that about? But, you know, again, like you just said, oh, yo, some conspiracy theory. Where's the conspiracy if I'm showing you the proof?
Nah, that's
I
not
hate
even
that
a
part.
conspiracy at that
part.
point. So
Niggas say you're conspiracy theorists and you showing them the proof. Where's the theory, nigga? This is a
It's not
fucking
even a
fact. What are you
conspiracy
talking
anymore.
about?
Yeah,
But, you know,
definitely
what
not
do
a
we know?
theory.
We two niggas that dropped out of high school and got their diplomas.
hey,
You got a GED and I got my diploma from home. We don't
I
know
got my
shit.
GED.
Yeah, for real. And I got essentially the same thing. What the fuck do we
Jokes. GED.
Well,
You
yeah.
know, trying to sound stupid. You know.
know? Oh, man.
We just be everywhere if you ain't noticed, man. We
Yeah,
just like to talk
for real.
about
This
good
your first
shit,
time tuning
shit that,
in, you heard me?
that's we talk about shit that really intrigues us.
Yeah.
We don't care
We
about
do.
the
If you see some of the other ones, damn.
niggas,
We really don't.
Niggas tuned out right there.
Yeah, for real. That shit. Nigga hit the exit on the nigga real
Right.
quick. But nah, to sum up, whatever. Unless you had something else to say.
Nah,
Talking
as
about
far as
cold
food
and
goes,
shit.
we can
Yeah.
be. I mean, as far as talking conspiracies with the food,
Okay.
we mentioned one of the bigger conspiracy theorists, Dick Gregory.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's the OG right there.
OG.
He funny as hell though.
But he's a smart motherfucker. I didn't know he started out as a comedian, like you said.
Yeah.
I
didn't either
peeped
till
how he
someone-
was funny. And he
That's
threw
what I'm saying. Watch
some
how he
little
talks. Yeah, he
sarcasm
throws
in
a lot
there.
of little jokes.
And then
If
he
you ever
get
watch his
real.
lectures, not like just an interview, like say if I'm the interviewer and you Dick Gregory, go watch some of his old shit where like he's like standing up, walking back and forth, like giving an actual lecture. He tells a lot of jokes.
Yeah.
He makes his shit. He gives real information and real like real shit. But he kind of as they say, put the medicine in the candy, so to speak. He makes it easy to digest. But he talks a lot about different documents and shit. And I'm like, where are your sources? I like don't get it fucked up. You know me, I'm a conspiracy theorist, or whatever you want to call it. I'm open minded to everything. All that shit he be saying sounds great. I do my own reading and research, but I be like, who are your sources? And sometimes he would cite his sources, but I'm all into that. Cite your sources. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just say some shit and then it's like it sounds great to me and I'm down to believe it. You know, and then it's like I'm believing this shit. I don't like that.
Yeah, I ain't. What about Sabies?
I just say, well, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't use the products before he passed and all that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I ordered some of the products. They are kind of expensive. I ain't gonna lie, but. It's funny, I ordered some of the products before he passed, like probably 3-4 years ago. Something like that, give or take. And then I ordered some after the fact.
Pause. Good God. I ain't get too deep into what he talked about. You know, I wasn't a big Sabies guy, but I know they talked about him having the cure for cancer. I mean, AIDS and all
Cancer,
that.
all that
Cancer.
shit.
It was cancer.
And AIDS.
Both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing.
They
Again,
said they killed him off.
quick information.
Hey.
He said that after he healed his 13th patient, his mama told him they gonna come after you or whatever.
Yeah,
I
watched that one.
Yeah.
I watched that one.
I'm gonna make the shit long story short. He took him to the Supreme Court because even to this day, you cannot put out there that I have the cure for cancer. You can have some shit to say I have a herb. Correct me when I'm wrong.
Like a stabilizer.
I got some shit that'll help to treat your cancer.
They're talking about that now.
But my point is, you can't say that you have the cure because if so, they can take you to court for that because they say you false advertising. Well, he said, okay, I got the cure for cancer, AIDS, HIV, syphilis, lupus, all type of shit. And once he took him, not syphilis. Damn, it's another one. What's the one? I'm blanking on it. It's something to do with your blood and shit. Sickle cell. Stuff that's not curable. Long story short, took them to court. These people had it. They brought documents where the doctor diagnosed them with it. Took it back to court. This nigga's the one that treated me and he healed me. So they had to let him go. You can't lock me up for telling the truth. Bruh. People don't be knowing that shit though. And I'm like, how did this not become more widespread though? That shit blows my mind. But sum it up, I ordered his products back when he was alive and shit.
Society don't care though. We so fucking stupid. I don't say we ain't, y'all.
Yeah.
Society's so fucking stupid, man.
Yeah. But I'll make it long story short with that part. I bought some of the products, just to go on like a cleanse and shit. This is right when I first went vegetarian. Actually, I went straight vegan off the rip. Then I dipped back and forth between being vegetarian and vegan. I ain't gonna lie.
I tried. I dabbled in that world a little bit. It didn't work out for me.
But my point being, I took the shit, skin cleared up, and I remember I went down to my grandma's house one time, and my aunt was like, "Oh, Jew, you glowing, something." I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this when I was in the middle of my cleanse and shit. I was probably a couple weeks in, like, maybe shit really do help a nigga, skin clear up. Like, and I ain't just talking like acne and shit. I'm talking like just I was glowing for lack of a better phrase. You know what I'm saying? So, and I ain't saying this because of the products. It was that drinking water. When you go in the clinic, you're supposed to drink a gallon of water a day. You got a specific list of foods you're supposed to eat. Don't eat no hybrid fruits. That shit is very strict. If you got the heart for it, though, it'll definitely have you feeling more energized and more healthy and shit like that. So, all in all, man, two legends. But Sebi is probably, I don't want to pick, but
Sebi's over, bro.
My favorite guy, like, because I say all the time, that nigga changed my life. Like, I was watching, I think he the reason I went vegan because I was watching information. He was talking about the herbs and shit. And I'm like, okay. And he was talking about these foods.
He got information to back all of that shit.
That's
so it ain't
my
like
thing.
He's just talking out his ass.
He was like, these foods are acidic. Because he was like Honduran or something. So he got a little accent to him. He was talking about that shit. I'm like, all right. I'm like, because I had been thinking about, I'm going to get this shit to go. I already told you how it went. Went to Wendy's, got the biggest burger on the menu. Ate that, my fries and shit. And I ain't had meat since. And that was over 5 years ago. Point being, I can't say I would ever go back. I don't judge nobody to eat meat. I remember what a Chick-fil-A sandwich tastes like, nigga. I say all the time to you, if ever I go back to eating meat, you best believe it's going to be a Chick-fil-A sandwich is one of the top 3 things I'm
missing out. Chick-fil-A's is getting better, too.
Oh, I believe it. But fuck it, man. You know what I'm saying? I thug it out, you know. I go make me a vegan chicken sandwich. I figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But, he said God's chicken.
That's what they call that shit.
Man, that shit used to be fire. And it's crazy. I didn't even eat, before I stopped eating meat, I didn't even used to eat the shit that heavy. I eat it periodically. As soon as I stop eating the shit, I'm like, man, I sure would love a Chick-fil-A sandwich. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Not to talk y'all heads off, but you know, I had to give y'all that little.
That's what we here for.
Piece, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're right. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I was just the one doing all the talking, so you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to the OGs. Rest in peace, both of them.
Most definitely.
Rest in power for peace. Rest in power and peace. You feel me?
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Ain't too many real conspiracy theories theorists out there.
I mean, they are, but you gotta really be looking
out
for
there.
them.
But yeah, you got to.
You gotta be looking for.
Or what you think about Umar?
See, that's the thing. I don't consider him a conspiracy.
Nah, he's not.
Real nigga. I fuck with his information.
He's in that realm of.
But that's my
notable
thing,
black people.
See, that's my thing though. Why all our black people got to be conspiracy theories? Because they come up. That's my thing. Why?
Well, it's because they speak out against.
Yeah, and they saying shit that isn't the.
He's not a conspiracy theorist.
That isn't the norm.
He's just very pro-black.
His shit though, yeah, that and he's like really into the school system and them.
Yeah, but you know they try to say his documents are falsified and shit.
I put it like this. I don't know if that part is true, but the shit he was saying is real shit though. I don't know. That's my thing. I haven't done the research
because this niggas out here that just trying to get bread. You know what I'm saying?
Out the community.
He could throw his own show at a school or something. Just come speak to them people and get paid.
Yeah, there are definitely conspiracy hustlers. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of them. So I can see why they make people like Sebi's look like fucking jokes. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that it is that way. And on Facebook, on society period, conspiracy theorists are now memes, like the butt of everybody's jokes. Like, you come out talking that vegan shit around people now, they laugh, you know?
Even though it's becoming, no, for sure, but it's becoming more acceptable now. Everybody want to hop on that wave, but. Yeah. That shit crazy, man. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? His shit is more so about the schooling system and the way they do niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't really I don't really consider him a conspiracy theorist, though, you know?
Nah.
But then again, I guess some of the shit when he say they try to get black boys are 5 times more administered the drugs. Yeah, that's a conspiracy. So you right. Mm-hmm. I don't, man, whatever. I don't consider that conspiracy.
I've sat and listened to him more than I have Sebi's, though I take Sebi's word over him.
And that's my thing, though.
I try to clarify with
how can Sebi be a conspiracy theorist when he went to court and beat the niggas?
And prove that he's not a conspiracy.
Like, what are y'all talking about? That's the shit that blows my mind, but I'd be like, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. That's why I would tell people, do your own reading and research. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to be your teacher. I will if you're willing to listen, but at the same time, I can't force a nigga to listen. Like, what's that old cliche? You can take a cow to water, but you can't make him drink. Yeah. Or maybe it's a horse. Whatever. Y'all know this. I think it's a horse. Y'all niggas know the same, you feel me? But regardless, you can take a nigga there, but you can't make him drink. So that's how I do. I give people information. It's like me and you talk, and this ain't no shot at you. We talk about the vegetarian, vegan shit. You try.
Exactly.
It's up to you. I took you to the water. It's up to you to drink. You might take a drink, but like, this water nasty. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. You might come back and drink one day. You could tell me some shit, and I'd be like, sounds cool, but I'm not with it right now. Whatever, nigga.
Now, I will say, I don't like
that goes for anybody.
Knowing what I know, and I know that we're not built to necessarily eat meat. I take my child to the pediatrician, and we weren't having him eat meat off the rip. They would ask what our diet was, and we'd tell them meat was not involved. she would look at us like we were crazy and get mad and
I
tell
can't wait
us
for that time.
we need
I'm
to,
ready,
we
boy.
need to like do
I'm
this.
ready,
We need to
boy.
feed him this. We need to feed him meats to get his mass up. This
That
nigga
ain't true, though.
before he started
Yeah,
eating meat,
Jacob was a little.
he
fat
was always
motherfucker.
been a
He was
hefty
little fat
baby, bro.
motherfucker. Yeah.
And shout
And
out-
y'all had him on the titty milk. The titty
Shout out
milk
Jacoby,
for a
that's
while.
my son.
Yeah, y'all had him on the titty milk for a while, so you know
Yeah,
that's what he needs.
that boy got mass. He's a hefty kid right now. He don't eat much meat as we speak right
He got
now.
a big old head like his daddy.
He a big kid, man.
big
He's
forehead.
definitely gonna be a.
That's my boy. Shout out to my godson. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy.
But
Call me Juice.
what else? What else? What else?
Yeah, cause they don't give a fuck.
Travis Scott dropped the album.
Okay, we gonna.
I ain't heard a lick, but it's the talk of the town.
I
right
literally
now.
heard 2 songs.
What's the
I heard
Astro
a
World?
Piece of Sicko, yeah, and I heard that. I think it's called "Stop Trying to Be God." That shit hard. though. I
Stop
ain't
trying to
gonna
be God.
lie. Shit sound.
Is he
nice.
talking about man or?
And that's the thing. I listened to it and I'm like, who is he talking about? Because it sounds like he's talking about a person. It sounds like he's talking
a
to somebody.
specific nigga?
Like, not being
Kanye
funny.
or somebody?
That's what I was about to say. That's the only person I know who gangster with it. Like how I would be like,
Kanye
we are
straight
God.
up.
He'll
Yeah,
tell you we
God.
are gods, nigga. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
With no apologetic stance. on
None.
it. And I
Let me start
fucks
being
with
an
it.
artist.
I fucks
Let
with
me
it.
start being an artist.
When
You best
everything
believe.
you, when
I ain't
everything
gonna be like
you
Kanye
speak,
on the racism shit and slavery.
Nah.
And don't take it there,
He
y'all.
reached.
but-
I understand where he was going with that.
Yeah.
As far as Kanye goes,
Mhm.
gotta love Kanye as much as you hate Kanye. You gotta love Kanye, bro. But as far as Travis Scott,
Yeah.
I've never been a heavy listener of
Ever.
Travis Scott.
Ever.
Never have I heard an album, project, whatever.
If I had $1 million cash on this table, could you name? And I say you can have it tax free if you name 5 Travis Scott songs. Could you get that million?
No.
Me neither. Me neither.
I've heard him on some Drake tracks that I thought were fire. I was like, damn, Travis did his thing. He ain't no rappity rap nigga. Heavy.
He'll say some
auto-tune.
little shit, but ain't nothing
But
crazy. He's a heavy auto tune.
He say some cool shit. He got the sauce, as they say these days.
I hate
you
that
know
saying.
what
though.
I'm
I hate
saying?
that saying. Man.
I really do, man.
That
Everybody
and
wearing
swag.
that shit
I hate
out.
that shit. I'd rather say sauce. Sauce is cool.
Sauce cool.
So I don't hate sauce.
People say juice.
Swag
too.
is
The
annoying.
juice.
Juice is cool.
Swag is so.
Swag
High
is just
school
annoying.
for us.
Yeah, it's
We've
just
been
annoying to me.
No, we've been in high school a long time.
Yeah.
But long time.
A little while.
Long time.
About a decade.
Ugh, niggas
Actually,
old.
actually, a little over a decade because we've dropped out. Oh man, fuck y'all laughing at us. I hear y'all laughing.
Exactly.
But yeah, I haven't heard that shit. I heard a couple other albums came
No.
out, but I don't know what it was. Damn,
I ain't
they
been
was just
listening-
talking about
I really been listening to nobody. Crazy, cause
the fact that
all
I
the
like
artists-
that
go
stop
ahead.
trying to be God shit so much. Oh, it's just a quick statement. The fact I like that stop trying to be God so much, I'm like, I'm gonna go listen to the rest. Maybe see if it's some more official shit up there.
Right.
Cause the boys, I watched Joe and them a little snippet from their podcast. They was saying how everybody, all them say they liked it. Breakfast Club was talking about they fucked with it. It was on the Rumor Report or something. I think a couple of them said they listened.
that's
to
a
it.
good look to him, man.
Everyday
Like,
struggle.
All these
When everybody
top
said they
tier-
like your shit, yeah, man.
That's a good look.
Most
man.
of your
So
peers, they don't
he's
make
gonna
music.
do some good numbers, and he should probably jump.
They say he's gonna do
to
like 3 to 4, I believe, in the
Yeah,
first
probably
week.
one of the top artists in the
God
game
damn.
after this album. Like,
I
not
told
saying
you
he's
that was
not
the
now,
conversation. I remember I
Yeah,
told you when we
yeah.
talked about it last week.
and I don't listen to him enough to even say
I
so.
didn't know that niggas looked at Travis as one of them niggas,
me
but they
either.
say a lot of people been taking his sound too.
I thought all these new niggas was taking over. Oh, like you said, taking his sound.
That's what they
I
said. He
can
was
see
giving.
that.
They said he was giving his sound away for a while, and if you notice, he kind of fell back. I didn't really notice because I wasn't listening to him.
Well, I'll definitely go and if I got time or
Yeah, for sure.
if it's on my mind,
I mean,
I'll
you
check
can go
it
to
out.
work. You can ride listening. Look, me, I got all the time
Look,
in the world.
I got my own music to
Yeah, for
work
sure.
on, Travis.
For sure. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no excuse. I just don't want to listen.
God damn.
I just don't be thinking of it. He got pissed off.
Fuck you, Travis.
He got pissed off.
That's why you got 2 first names.
Yeah.
Well,
On that note,
no diss, man, no diss.
look, Travis, you official now, but you don't want this more.
I rap.
Oh.
They probably spit some bars in there, man.
He funny. He said, all right. We trying to say Travis don't? What you trying to say, Pat?
Niggas could
hot
go
take,
on a
hot
track
take.
and sing, sing, and you'd be better than you nowadays.
But that's the thing. Can you kill him?
Crazy.
Can you do what he do better than him? I doubt it.
I doubt it, because
You
I'm
feel
not
me?
in that realm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't let
I
me
doubt
hop over to that realm, Travis.
it. Stop trying to be God. That's how the shit go. That
Oh,
shit
yeah.
hard. That shit, it's
I
like,
definitely
yeah, that
want
shit
to hear
sound
that,
nice,
'cause
man.
We do ourselves
And again-
refer to ourselves as gods, but we don't say.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't say. You will never hear me say I'm God Himself
Yeah.
or the
Itself,
Almighty God.
yeah, nah,
I'll say I
yeah.
am a God. Or
Yeah,
I refer to myself as a God. People that know me, I do that. I do that.
easily. My whole thing of that is I say I'm God manifested in human form.
Right.
Is there a higher power? Yeah.
Of course.
According to scientists, there's not. But that's another conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna shout my boy out right now.
Every,
Y'all don't know him.
every bit
You know
of
what
my
I'm saying?
21 grams.
My atheist buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Shout out to him, but I ain't gonna shout him out right now. I ain't talked to him lately.
Oh, you mess with them atheists, huh?
Yeah, I'm not.
You're going to hell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was like, what? I ain't an atheist though. But now you're right.
Well,
According to them, man.
according to the Christians,
Yeah, you
you're
know
going
what
to
I'm
hell,
saying?
bro.
And that's the thing too. People think a nigga be trying to shit on them. Nah,
Not at
I've been
all.
baptized. I was raised in the church and all
Raised
that
in a
shit.
Christian family.
You know what's crazy though? Look, I did like this. Somebody gonna say, oh, "Look at him!" On some funny shit.
You know what's
I was like,
crazy
"No."
though?
on some, on some funny shit. I was just trying to point. My other finger just shot up.
Fuck out of here.
Yo, that shit's funny as hell. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say. But no, I was
Carrie be
baptized,
doing it. The fuck?
raised in church and all that shit. Niggas would be like, "So how do you not believe in Jesus?" When I was growing up, man, that shit just wasn't resonating with me no more, man. Like, I do remember when I started cursing, the one word I'd never say was goddamn.
Yeah.
Like I used to like that was.
Now, if you
say
break the
that
words down, I say goddamn real quick.
yeah,
Like,
and it's telling God that if I'm like
God
damn
send
you."
that to hell.
Yeah,
bro.
like man, damn him, put a curse on him. That's what you're telling it. But that's after
If
after I got older, I started saying it. And even then, I was
if
like,
I step on a Lego, I'm gonna say, God damn them Lego.
that
God
shit.
send that Lego to
yeah,
hell
for
from
real.
me
Like
real
damn,
quick.
that, put a curse on that Lego. Real shit. But
That's not
niggas
cursing.
sound mad crazy.
That's not cursing God's name.
nah, not at all. And I remember I used to like,
Saying his name.
if you say, "Oh my God," and it's like, don't take the Lord's name in vain.
No, he said,
So
oh,
God's name is
is that
God.
my God?
So God's name is God. I thought it was Jehovah or Yahweh or Yahshua or something.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Now
What's plenty
I'm
of
being a
names,
smart ass now. Now I'm being a smart ass. They want to pop me or something. Which my mama was never that way. Funny, it's always the aunts and uncles and the grandma and shit. My mama was never. She might say don't take the Lord's name in vain, but she was never a dick about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's usually your aunts and uncles. It's always somebody who ain't your parent that want to be extra about the shit. But
And
fuck you.
and like I was saying, nothing against. Well, you were saying it too. Nothing against Christians.
I was raised in the shit.
Yeah,
I'm glad I
raising the
was.
shit. I not too
My
long
child
ago,
won't be.
And you know this. I was going to church on some like on some.
Yeah, that pity time was
I
funny.
was going on some trying to really
Convince me.
and going to church to really try to find the word and make me a believer.
Yeah, see if you can take
And give me a reason to why I shouldn't question certain things. And I actually went to this preacher
Yeah.
and would have battles with him. Like,
Yeah, we never linked up with him.
yeah, not me and you both, but I would question certain things he wouldn't necessarily have an answer to.
All right.
You know, he just talk, maybe I went to the wrong preacher. It is what it is.
Maybe.
Who was a good dude to my knowledge. He be out in the community doing shit for the
sure.
streets. You know what I'm saying? What all pastors really should be doing. Not all of them do that.
That's a
But
fact. That's a
I
fact.
went and tried to really find that find God. I found God, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
he right here. Nah. But on a real note, like I just couldn't. When you really read and try to break it all down, not saying I've read so heavily into the Bible.
No.
I was just religion is not for me. I just
started-
don't believe in it.
I started from the beginning before, like this was years ago, trying to read the whole thing. Like you read other
I did
books,
that.
read the whole
in
thing.
jail.
You said what?
Did that in jail.
Really? You read the whole
Yeah,
thing?
I started reading. I didn't read.
Oh,
the whole thing,
okay.
man.
I've
I
never
had that
done
kind
it.
of time. Nah.
Nigga, like niggas do it. I know people allegedly that have read it front to back 4-5 times. Like older
I've heard
people.
of.
Nigga, I tried and I just fell out of it. It was like, don't get it fucked up. I believe a lot of the Bible is like from ancient cultures, and
Of
there's
course.
a lot of truth in there, and they just whitewashed it and all. That's really what I believe. It comes from
It's
a lot.
washed down by
Yeah,
through so
you know
many
what I'm saying?
generations.
And there's a lot
It's
of
been passed around. It's now the white man's Bible.
it's a lot of hyperbole in there. You know, a lot of shit that's just exaggerated. It's a lot of straight
There's
up
some
lies.
truth in there,
No,
too.
this the funny part. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's a mixture of it. You got to know how to read though.
But
You
like
got to
they
let your
said,
intuition
if-
guide
even
you.
if
Let
it's
your higher
90,
self. You got to let your higher self guide you when
96,
you reading that type of shit.
It said even if it's 96% correct, it's wrong. It has to be 100% correct.
I don't know if I agree with that though. I understand what
if
you
it ain't
or they're
100,
saying.
It ain't.
I understand, but my thing is that like
you
I
can still
just,
get some knowledge,
that's what
but
I'm
you
saying,
gotta,
yeah.
you have to like
That's what I'm
weave
saying.
all the shit
you
out.
got to know how to read. You know what I'm
Now,
saying? You got to.
is there an official joint out there that's
Oh, I'm sure.
deep
That's 100%
story of God? God
At the
himself
Vatican
wrote that
somewhere,
thing,
you know what I'm saying? Then again, no, I don't. See, that's my thing. We can get into a little deeper conversation. Fuck all the damn other topics, like all the pop culture shit. We're gonna do our thing today.
Exactly.
You just said something about is there a book that God wrote? There could never be because God isn't human. God isn't man. How God gonna put some shit? God ain't nothing but energy. So how can
Right.
God ever
Wouldn't
write
even
a
put
book?
it in an English language or language.
That's
you
the
know?
thing about. No, you just said some real shit.
Go ahead.
No, like you just said some real shit. People, they say that, and this, take it how you want. I don't care. This shit gonna get reiterated numerous times,
Yeah.
especially when we get more viewers.
Yeah.
God did not create. They say that God created man in his image. I don't believe that. Man created God in their image. What I mean is, God is such a complex thing that we had to think of a way to try to make God, that's going to be the name of this one. Stop trying to be God. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. We'll figure it out. But my whole thing, make a long story short, is like we try to conceptualize God into this human form. That's why we make God a man with what I was always taught was a white man with a scraggly beard, long hair, blue eyes, and bullshit. How can God be something like that if God is the most complex being in the universe? Oh, that's because you created God. So you could be comfortable because you don't know how else to express God. No, I don't like that shit, And I'm not judging nobody that believe in Christianity. Shit, to me, you can believe in it and still believe somewhat how we're talking about it. But even then, once we get into your book, now we got to really talk. We're going to have a real talk. Let me see you explain a lot of this shit.
Right.
One of the best examples, quick-ass example. I don't know the story exactly. Whoever want to correct me can correct me. There's the story about some dude, I can't remember his name, getting swallowed up by a whale. This is my atheist buddy put me onto this. Come to find out that the whole of the whale's throat or something like that, is only something that's the size of an orange or smaller can fit in there. So how the fuck did this same type of whale swallow a whole human? I think that you're bigger than an orange, right? I'm bigger than an orange. So how the fuck, that's like saying that this is the whale, this is the man. This shit can only fit something this big. Right. So how the fuck could this damn shit, how can I fit this mouse into there? You feel what I'm saying? That's what basically the Bible is doing.
Well, I have to do my research on the whale. There are different kinds of whales. But that's
what my boy, I told you, the atheist dude was heavy into Christianity. Also, he the one broke it down for me.
If this is way back in the day, we have Amazon creatures. Their holes might be bigger. Who's to say?
This is only 6,000, allegedly. 6,000, 10,000 at the max years ago. Animals ain't evolved that damn fast.
I'm just trying to,
No. I'm with you. I'm replying to what you're saying.
And did he said what exact kind of whale?
Yeah. He ran, like I said, he could be wrong. That don't mean I believe him. But once he broke it down, and it's one of them situations where I didn't go do my research, have no problem telling y'all that.
Yeah.
But the way he broke it down,
learning,
no, but I'm saying the way he broke it down so perfectly, I went, I'm gonna take your word for it. Yeah, it was that type of thing.
He broke it down in detail.
Yeah, he said the exact name of the whale that allegedly the Bible was talking about. He's like, that whale can only swallow. Because like I said, he was about to be a preacher and shit at one point. I don't know. I can't remember what got him out of that shit. But he was like, that whale can only swallow.
And I was about to ask something like that. So he's saying he read that and
that nigga was into the Bible. He could quote scriptures better than me. And I was like really into the Bible, like studying and learning shit at one point. Because that's when we talked about the whole aspect of the Bible. Funny enough, even, I say y'all because I'm not Christian. Y'all Bible even says, ye are all gods, but you will die like mere men. And then
I got that screenshot on my phone.
Another version says, ye are all gods, but you will die like mere mortals, or something like that. And basically, it's just telling you that you have the potential. You have the potential to be godlike, but you don't know that, so you're gonna die just being a regular ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? A regular ass fucking human, because you don't understand that you got certain powers and abilities. Even Jesus, quote me, correct where I'm wrong. And I ain't trying to just talk. You can cut me off wherever. But Jesus said some shit in there. Some shit. Oh, he cursed. Jesus said some shit in the Bible, like something to the degree of all the great works that I do, ye will do even greater. Meaning, yeah, y'all see me walking on water. Y'all see me feeding people with a couple of fish and some bread. Y'all can do even better than that. What's better than that? I have no fucking idea. But I'm ready to see. Now, maybe that's like telepathy and telekinesis and shit. You know, who's to say? Maybe I'm going to be able to make this bitch move with my mind. I don't know. We already do telepathy and shit like that. But point being, it's up to you what you choose to believe. I do believe Jesus when he said that. You know what I'm saying? Whoever or whatever Jesus was, I believe that. And I believe that Jesus was just something for us to aspire to be. I don't believe that Jesus was a real person, to be honest with you. I believe it was more of a concept, you know. But anyway, that's just my little 2 cents on that.
Yeah. I've asked people how they pray, like how they talk to God. When you talk to God, how do you talk to him?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you know, we all speak English, so they're like, say, oh, I pray to God, I say this and that.
Ask for shit.
But my thing is, people, I understand that, how can I word this?
Yeah.
There are so many different languages.
Yep.
God don't speak a language. And
it's a feeling.
You would think he kind of speak to your soul, you know, your 21 grams.
I know where you're going.
He speak to your 21 grams, but he don't, can't even say he.
Yeah, of course, you know how I feel about that.
God is all being. God is just.
God's a hermaphrodite.
It's disrespect to call, disrespect even call him God.
Really? Yeah, really.
So.
And there's some shit
he
about
all, you know, mighty.
There's some shit about the word God, because you know God backwards is dog, and then it has some. I ain't gonna try to get into it, but there's some deep shit about that. Why they call God dog? I mean, why they took the word dog and flipped it and called the higher power God. And I don't know if it has to do with a certain type of dogma and all this other shit. I ain't gonna go too deep into it. I don't even know why I started. I'd rather wait till I refresh my. I got that shit all up in my notes.
You're scaring them.
Yeah, get scared, motherfucker, and then leave. I don't give a fuck.
They've probably been left by the Christians have left the building.
Yeah,
by now.
straight up. We got
and
two people
watching. That's
watching
no disrespect, but
this shit gonna have after about a month. It's gonna have like 6
when
views.
When I first really opened my mind to other things and really. Christianity makes you scared to do it because it's like, they tell you go to hell if you think outside of this. You have that fear, like when you start thinking outside the box, you're like, oh man, why am I taking my chain? You're like, oh man,
So you be when you go in the hood, scary bitch.
Ha ha ha.
He be scared.
I'm so used to. I just don't let my. Anyway, you be scared to break that Christianity because you believe in it so heavily. You were raised that way, but. Yeah, this shit crazy, man.
Yeah. I was like that.
The day I lost my religion, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
My mind was blown. My mind was blown.
Yeah, I specifically remember, and this ain't no trying to fry you. We was talking. This is back when we was in the other room, before we moved in here or whatever. And we was talking about it, and I was like, "Nah, we God in the flesh, da da da." He was like, "I don't know about that, da da da." That was more so. You weren't a Christian though. You wasn't a Christian, but you was like more so. I believe in a God, a higher power, or whatever. It was still a piece of the Christianity. No, I'm just saying. You said what?
I grew up in a Christian. What breaks your?
But I'm saying, like, I don't know what broke it for you specifically, but I'm just saying. And the only reason I bring this up is to say we all come into that whole blade of grass shit. We all grow at different rates of speed. And I remember was talking about it. And it was just, the only reason I remember so specifically because it was funny. I remember you being open-minded. I'm like, I can't see him really reacting like that. But then I thought about it after you had left. And I'm like, you know what? I do know why. Because shit, when I started watching this shit, I don't think it was that hard for me to become open-minded to it. Because I already wasn't really resonating with that Christian shit no more. I was like, every time we go to church, when the pastor get to preaching, all I do is, read Revelations most of the time. Like, I just go and flip there and just flip through. I'm like, these some wild fucking stories back here. The other shit didn't really interest me. I was into the wild shit. So then it's like, as I start getting older, the internet really popping. I got a computer now. I got the internet outside of porn.
Internet I'm like doing my bullshit too.
Yeah.
But
for sure. But again, let your higher self guide you though. You know what's crazy? You say that about praying. Ironically, tie this shit in together. And again, I'm not trying to be.
And this was all just theory of mine.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't trying to be Mr. Talky today, but this is my type of shit. You say that about praying. I remember I would pray to God like, look, if I'm wrong, I swear to God I would go, if I'm wrong. And I would talk, but then I'd also do more of like just me thinking and like putting that energy out there. I would say, if I'm wrong, let me know that I'm wrong and that I should stick with Christianity. I'd be damned if I wouldn't get 100 signs saying, keep moving away from that shit. I swear to God, like all the shit I would get is more so I would come up on more information that resonated with me as far as us being the God, us having God potential, etc., etc. Like, I didn't really get too much. Like, and I would come across shit that would give, like, they would use the Bible as a reference to prove a point, but they still weren't never like, Christianity, Jesus fucking Christ, the Lord and Savior, Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, all that type of stuff. It won't no shit like that. It was like we breaking, and if they did break down all that shit, it was on a deeper level or from an African spiritual standpoint or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, saying all that to say, nigga, when I came to that shit, it was scary. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, ugh, what if I go to hell?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what if I don't believe and I go to hell? But some of the other thing, I just remember us talking. I was like,
start making you feel bad about it.
Real shit. I was like, why is this nigga like? But then again, I thought about it after you left, and I'm like, nah, he'll come around because I was the same fucking way. And sure enough, we started talking about it. We got more into it. And, you kind of understood where I was coming from. And not saying you just believe or nothing. It ain't about that. It's just you probably start doing your own self-reflecting.
When you put two and two together with certain things, man.
And then you start doing your own self-reflecting because that's what I did. 2 and 2, and then I was like, again, that Christian shit just ain't resonating 100%. I felt some of it. A lot of it just wasn't resonating. And then I'm like, doing my own reading and research and studying.
I feel more confident ever since.
Reading different books and shit. Yeah, man. It should definitely bring out another side of you. That's why I can't wait to have children.
Though,
my baby's definitely gonna get
they say if you say you don't believe in nothing, but you haven't read into it. And I heard a pastor say that. Because the guy said he didn't believe in Christianity. Well, he goes, well, have you read the Bible? He was like, nah. Well, how do you know you don't believe?
That's real.
My question to him, though, I remember having that
probably like that before. She good.
Okay, where was I? Oh,
Nigga got pissed off.
you,
She probably like
fuck
that before.
this podcast up, bitch. Nigga.
Yeah, this one.
Fuck.
This one.
Shit about to
Nigga
get
about to
dark
break-
real
I reached
fast.
around the 40, start dumping on the computer. We start stomping that bitch
Shit
up.
about to get dark real
We start
fast.
talk about the dark well. Oh, you gonna find out. Man.
All right,
Yeah,
shit.
go ahead.
Shit, God, don't stop this ain't it.
Oh, you don't believe? Believe in this, bitch. Oh, that's
Just
funny.
to go. All right, so I pulled
Now,
to the
when the
side.
number stopped, I was like, fuck, but I think
Back
we
to what
should
I was saying.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's funny.
his nephew. He
I
said
like
his
that.
nephew.
That was funny.
My man
See how
said
long we
his
been
nephew.
recording, but go ahead.
Okay, where we at?
Probably about 40. 42.
We cool. We can close
If
it
you
on
notice,
this subject.
nah, if you
Fuck
notice, each one been progressively getting longer. Like the first was 40 something, then it was a little 50, then it was like 56, then it was an hour. You know what I'm saying? I guess the boys just getting more comfortable into the shit. But yeah, go
words
ahead.
to the wise. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Oh,
Tell your friend to tell a friend. You know?
hurry up and share this.
You know
Thank
what I'm saying?
Niggas.
Niggas is crazy.
All right.
Told his nephew.
All right. Told his nephews you don't believe in
Who is
Christianity.
this?
The pastor says this to his nephew.
Random pastor? Or
I'm not gonna.
no, I'm not saying the name. I'm just saying that dude that you was talking about before. This is somebody completely
Yeah,
different.
same guy.
Okay.
He's on stage. He said his nephew
Nigga said stage.
didn't believe in the Bible. And he asked his nephew, "Have you read the Bible?" He says, "No." Well, how do you know you don't believe? How do you not believe if you haven't read?
Because I listen to you.
I pulled him to the side the next day. It was Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, after he said that, I pulled him to the side and was like, "How do you believe in Satanism?"
There you
Of
go.
course not. Have you read? No.
There you
You
go.
know,
I
have
was
you
hoping
read
you'd
the
go
Satan's?
there.
Have you read Satan? You know, the Book of Satan.
I like that. You ain't got shit to say.
Fucking hypocrisy.
Yeah. Nigga stood there. No, that's one of the situations where you say that shit and you go. You know what I'm saying? Side note, I was killing Randy with
And
that.
gotta
Shout out to Randy, but yes, I was taking that money today on
Randy
2K.
Salad,
Word.
go,
You know what I'm saying?
uh,
Oh, damn, ain't gonna blow him up. Fuck it. You know
Fuck
what
it,
I'm
that's
saying?
our guy, man.
I was blowing the
He in
nigga
the
up. I
circle,
was
man.
taking all that money today. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real nigga. He was whooping my ass the last few weeks, but you know, I'm up 20 right now. Now she feel good. I was talking so much shit. Crazy. Real quick side note. I'm talking shit. I'm busting his ass. I'm like, blah, blah. I'm like, fuck it. Real shit. I said, I'm God, nigga. Step back. I moonwalked on him. Shot the three with Kawhi. It wasn't even green. He put the hand up and everything. That shit go in. I'm like, I'm just talking shit. He like, okay, it's that bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, point being, I was whooping this nigga ass. But finish what you were saying. That just doing all that.
Well,
made
you
me
had
think about
one of
whooping
them
a nigga
moments you
ass.
can brush your shoulder off real quick.
Oh, that's what I was saying real quick. That's one of them situations that we just go. You stand there looking like, what's up? You ain't got nothing to say now? And it ain't to be a dick
It
about
was
it.
just
you know what I'm
hypocrisy.
saying?
And
Definitely. But go ahead, though.
I
I'm
had
gonna
my
cut you
feel
off.
good moment of the day, but maybe another pastor could have broke it down better. But leading to what I was saying about the Book of Satan, they said the Book of Satan also tells you,
I've studied that a little bit.
you know,
read it.
man says he is God.
Mm-hmm.
So if you believe you're God, you believe in
What you
Satan.
trying to say what my nigga told me? Yeah. Something like that. I've like read passages from the shit, but I never got, I don't own a book of it. You know what I'm saying? Which, sure, you can get the PDF, downloadable file, whatever it's called, and read the whole Book of Satan. I've never really felt the interest to do it.
No,
but,
you know, people would think, oh, it takes you in such a dark realm.
Yeah.
You can start seeing demons.
Exactly. That's the crazy part.
Okay.
Nah, if me reading some shit, I don't believe now. If it got certain type of spells or something, maybe.
Well, how you believe in a Ouija board if you don't believe that would happen?
Because I don't believe that me reading words is necessarily going to, like, if I go and read, I don't even know what the book would say.
You know, where does the Ouija board stand in that religion column? You know, if you know.
Because
hate
this
to
is the thing.
jump around like that.
No.
This is still on a religious tip.
Because the Ouija board, allegedly, specifically, is set up, allegedly, to summon spirits and shit like that. The Book of Satanism, maybe there's parts of it, I don't know, I haven't done all my research. The book in general isn't just about demons and spirits and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But allegedly the
Energies.
Ouija board is to do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Energies.
I don't know what the book of to be real though, the book of the Bible. The Bible is a book that got spells and all type of shit if you know how to read it. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, if you read that and shit, demons and spirit. That's not a good book to read either. So you can say that about any type of book. You see what I'm trying to say? So, but my point, the reason I'm saying this is because you asked me about the Ouija board. The Ouija board is some shit I'm not willing to play around with. I'm willing to read a book. I'm not willing to physically, like, and that's another thing. If they say these are some Satanist or Satanism spells, guess who's not gonna fuck around with it? This guy. Not because I'm so scary, but nigga, I don't want to play around with that shit. You know what I'm saying? At least not that. I've read, I've done a lot, believe it or not, I've done a lot of reading and research as far as putting spells and hexes on people. Have I done it? I won't say. Point being, I've studied that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Voodoo dolls, never done that type of shit before, but, I mean, it's like if you got a girl, your girl go and she, I don't know, pissing you off or something. You could take hair out of her brush and make a fucking voodoo doll and do all type of crazy shit to her. Now, the funny part about it is, should you do it? I'm not going to say you should or shouldn't. What I will say is when it comes to shit like that, I'm iffy on some of that because you don't want to play around with certain forces and they bring itself into your life and you can't get rid of it.
That karma spirit show up.
You feel me? That's the type of shit I'm not like fucking with. You know, you might summon the wrong shit. I believe in that type of stuff. You know, even with the Ouija board, my mama dead, right? I wouldn't mind fucking around with it and see if I could talk to my mama. Who's to say I'm really talking to my mom though? That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't play around with the Ouija board. Would I read a book? Satanism? Sure. I read the Bible? Sure. I read whatever other crazy books there are. I'm not about to fuck around with the spells that may be involved. You know, that's my take on it. Unless I'm bored.
A Ouija board is a very heavily believed in thing.
Nigga,
like,
I've heard too many stories.
That, you know, whatever religion you in, I'm sure you believe in that shit tenfold. Did I use that right?
Yeah. I think so. If not, they know what we mean. If not, fuck you.
They fuck with it.
Yeah,
every religion or non-religion, all that shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man. You've heard the stories though. Like you've seen.
I've heard stories, plenty of stories.
But then, like you said,
I've
it's
also
a story.
seen plenty of movies.
Yeah, it's a story. See, that's the thing that probably makes us desensitized to it though. Like watching certain movies makes you go, "Oh, it's just a movie." That shit.
It may not happen in that
exactly
action. It happens in a very vaguely way. Vaguely or don't know if that's a word, but a very vague, more vague way.
Side note: did you even have that recording?
What? Fuck it, no, man.
Well, fuck it, we'll cut on afterwards. Yeah. Oh shit! I didn't mean to hit the mic. But yeah, I asked for a reason, of course. But anywho,
damn.
I was about to say it's time to remove
way
that.
Back on the iPad.
Yeah, it's time to remove that shit. What the fuck are you doing? But all in all, the craziest story I've ever seen about the Ouija board, and we'll wrap it up. There was these people who I think they played around with the Ouija board. Some demon spirit, something was in their house. So the lady had read and researched that when it's a spirit or a demon or whatever, you get a gift for it. So using this as an example, they got like a little dog or something, like as an offering to it. Like, here's the gift, you know, can you leave us alone? The dad had came home, was like, what is this? He's like, man, that shit ain't real. Allegedly, took the shit, launched it in the backyard, came back in the house, and the shit was back on the counter. Don't know how real that is or not. I don't know. Seen another, I don't know if this was the same story or not, but motherfuckers that played around with a Ouija board.
It's crazy, you know, they were playing with reality. Like, if you go and take that shit and throw it, and you turn back around and it's there.
Like, not that I'd love to see that happen. You talking about a nigga freaking out though? Could go. I don't know what I do. Yeah, I don't know what I do.
What's my pistol?
Yeah.
What you say, dolphin top?
Yeah, you feel me? That shit go. You can shoot right out the top of me. I'm out of here. Boom!
Yo,
I'm out this motherfucker.
Dolphin top, man. I'm out of here.
Feel me?
Because
how do you explain that type of shit?
You know,
maybe
if I'm on drugs and I see, okay, that's one thing.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the easy way to rush.
Completely sober here, and I just do this.
So
shit.
He came home from work and cause he was mad at them because they was believed. They kept telling him about it. He's like, man, this shit ain't real. And he hadn't seen no evidence of it. And I can't remember what happened after that. But then I don't know if it's the same story, but another part was little girls in the room.
Skit coming.
You know how we do.
A
little girl was in a room like this. You see that has no lock on the door. Some kind of way the shit locked her in the room. She had something in her room, like a candle or some shit.
This is a story or a movie?
This was like actual people telling their story. Okay. I don't know if it's real. Long story short, she locked her in the room. She couldn't get out the window. She tried to, I think her window wouldn't raise up. And she had like a candle in there or something. Allegedly, the spirit knocked it over and tried to burn her in the room. Her brother or sister, somebody broke in there and ended up getting her out before the flame got to her. I don't know, some shit like that. And they got out the house. You know, the house got burned up pretty bad. And all this other shit had happened prior. So, again, I don't know if that shit real, but I'm not going to take the risk of fucking around with it. Now, granted, somebody might say, well, you talk about hexes and curses. That's a little different than a fucking Ouija board. Do your own fucking research before you try to talk to me about that shit.
If you haven't turned by now and you're still listening, and you got some stories or you yourself have been involved in something like this,
yeah, I'd love to hear that
comment.
shit.
That's on any of this conversation.
But don't be a fuck nigga and just tell me a wild story because I'm itching in this shit.
Yeah.
You know. So now with me even saying I ain't gonna believe in
Feel free to comment, especially if you're still listening by now. You know, you hear what's going on in these religious rants. You know, people that comments like, oh, these niggas is just two fools. Don't know what they talking about. People really, you know, this is blasphemy. It is what it is, man. But don't feel free to comment, man. It is, you know.
Yeah, it's all conversation.
Still listening by now, shit. You fuck with it.
And that's the thing, which we should have probably, we did a little bit. Give this disclaimer. I have nothing against Christian.
No.
As far as I know,
my
mama died a Christian. My grandma died a Christian. Aunts and uncles, it's 10 of them left, gonna die Christians, and that's their choice. I'm not gonna.
I go on my rants sometimes. I will admit I get frustrated with the fact and beliefs and whatever. But it is what it is.
But that's the thing. It's not for us to believe.
Nah,
you feel me? Like,
you know?
That's for y'all to believe, you know. And me not believing, I still love them all the same. Yeah. I didn't love my mama no different.
You know, drag y'all out of that. You know.
I was working on getting my mama there because I showed that I was asking her questions and shit, and she couldn't answer a lot of them. And I'd be like, I think, mom, blah, blah, blah. You know. And I know she would talk about reading certain stuff sometimes. I was like, yes, I'm getting there. Fucking cancer and that chemo and all that bullshit took her out before I could finish my job. You know what I'm saying? But also serious shit though, like, you know, she was pretty open minded, so I know I could have got her out of it. Might would have took some time, but 50 plus years of brainwashing, that's hard to break, bruh.
You already in them ways, man.
Like you said one time, about somebody's just somebody's parent. You was like, imagine if, you know, he was to find out that Jesus wasn't real. Like, that should have blow your mind. It'll probably like cause like a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
We both said that shit. Like, what do you do after that? I'm 48 years old. Where do I go from here? I don't know what to do with my life now. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do I even start as far as reading and research? Yeah, bruh. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know. To each his own, you know. But saying all that to say, ain't no shit against no Christian, or if you Islamic, or if you fucking Hindu, whatever the fuck. I don't care what you is. If you're atheist, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what your beliefs is, nigga. It's your belief. It ain't for me to believe. It ain't for me to convince you either. You know, we just having a conversation, you feel me? And I'm always down to have an interesting conversation.
Yes.
That's why I love talking to the atheist boys, because they made me
think
think more.
Without arguing.
They made me think, yeah, exactly. They made me think more than the Christian people, though. Like, the atheist niggas, because I'm like, what about this?
They talk about why they do what they do. They have a real reason.
And then they can tell me why they think and believe.
A lot of Christians, you can ask them right now why. Mostly because they were raised on it.
All they do is irritate me, for the most part. That's really what most Christian people do, is just irritate my fucking life. Because they can't really answer the shit, you know what I'm saying? But, again, it is what it is, you know. If you can't answer, let's have a fucking conversation. You seen the damn Instagram link at the beginning of the video. You know what I'm saying? Hit a nigga up. We'll get chit-chat. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I guess we might as well close it on out, man.
Yeah, good cast today, man.
Yeah, this one of the better ones. You know
I think so. I think so, yeah. Forget all that pop culture stuff. Sometimes, you know.
We could throw it.
It's cool.
We threw
I like
Travis
to talk
album in there for
about
2
it.
seconds. We threw Cole in there for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You know. There's something else we were supposed to talk about, though. That's my dog.
Cole,
still.
though.
That's my dog still. Yeah. I just hold you.
It wasn't trash.
Maybe I hold you to too much of a high regard. That's what it is. But anyway, whatever. We'll see what he about to drop a mixtape though. Yeah, I think he about to drop a mixtape though. So we're gonna see what she's saying. I always like mixtape Cole better, except for
I think when you in mixtape mode, you under less pressure.
How would you know, bitch? You ain't never dropped the album. Don DeMarco, shit like that. Nigga, what you talking about?
We're gonna see you next week on that note.
I heard his feelings with that. You heard? Nah. Y'all already know. No, y'all don't. Like, niggas got 100,000. Y'all niggas already know what it is.
Boy, did you see the last views? Go look at the last views. On the last. We got some more
Anyways,
we're gonna get on up there, though. Keep sharing
saying,
that shit.
You know
Yeah, y'all gonna fuck with
gotta build up. You know what I mean?
You know.
Make it short for y'all.
Gotta start somewhere.
Follow me on IG and on Twitter. Fuck Twitter. Nobody fucking does anything. It be lit out there.
Twitter. Y'all don't be following us,
nah,
man.
fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I guess Twitter and thing on Twitter. People still tweet.
People be on Twitter hard as hell. They just don't follow.
We ain't cool like
that. Nah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Hey, man. Fuck it. You corny. But if you want to, go follow me on IG and Twitter. Just call me _Jew. Damn. Just call me _Jew. That's JU, not JEW. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that every time. And the same thing on Snapchat, except for at the end, there's a 90. Just call me _Jew90. I don't really be on Snap like that, but whatever. If I get up there and you send a nigga something, I'll look or respond or whatever. Feel me? And I don't have Facebook. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
It's on you, little buddy. Send this damn message.
Get at me on Instagram at PressBlunt. Twitter, I'm _not pressed. Not hard to find me, man.
That shit was
But I'll be up there. Mostly Facebook to keep it G. PressBlunt. Same old, you know. You got anything from there on that?
Nah, that's pretty much it. I mean, be on the lookout for Bruh Take dropping, you know, I say give or take a month max, probably a couple weeks.
Month max, yeah.
Depending on how shit roll around our way. What's the
Raise
name
Different coming soon, you know, with videos attached.
For sure.
You know.
Sure.
If you like the last ones, well, we only gonna get better from there.
Straight up.
So, especially if you fuck with the music, definitely do that, you know. We appreciate that.
Straight up, man. I guess on that note, tune in next week for an episode of Word to the Wise. I ain't like that radio voice. That's what I do. You feel? That's what I do.
Let him have it, automatic. Knock him down, automatic. Yes, I did it. I want all the credit, cause the pussy nigga tried to take my debit and my life. What the fuck? Something got to give. Went and got me some shots to give. I ain't pull up to no liquor store when I say I had to get the phone. What the fuck you off finessing for? It's obvious to me that a nigga broke. It's obvious to me you ain't got shit. Try to rob me, I hit you with hot shit. They go pop, pop, you go, oh shit. Your lungs first and your top split. Self-defense, don't try shit. Why you worried about my shit? Bitch, you worried about the wrong thing. Niggas out here ride their own team. Switching up like KD, switching up like Kyrie.